Hello there, I'm the Abyssal Drink, and we'll be watching a Vladimir game that I had in the top lane. So I'm pretty sure I picked Vladimir mostly because of the way that I felt like about the way things could be going down. I wasn't 100% sure of like who was going where. Like they have a lot of flex picks. The Graves is a flex, Nocturne, Yone, Lucian, Pantheon. They're all flex picks. They can go pretty much, like, the composition could be all over the place. You never know. I mean, with a Pantheon, probably Pantheon support, but even still. So, I picked Vlad because I felt like I can work with this. I felt like I could actually do something against their team composition. And surprisingly, I actually do. So my runes are Electrocute, Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous, Bone Plating, Overgrowth, and Ability Haste, Ability Power, and Armor. I will be going Night Harvester. I was debating going something else, but I felt like Night Harvester was just really good, very helpful. Very, very helpful to have. And the first unfortunate thing is Graves, being Graves, has stolen the blue buff of Darius. So it's a bit unfortunate. Here he comes now. Let me just make sure the camera isn't going back and forth, because that's normally how I normally see it. So I'm like, okay, I have to fight a Graves. This is not too bad. I don't get to trigger the Electrocute, but honestly, it's fine. Yone gets the first blood onto the Diana, which kind of sucks, but, just started the game. I make sure to put a ward here. This is generally just what I do. When I'm playing top, I just like to ward preferably before 3 minutes. Like I push the wave in, like push 2 waves, and then I go ward. That way I can make sure that I have the knowledge of whether or not a gank is going to happen. So I trigger his Electrocute. I'm going to trigger my Electrocute, and he phase rushes away, but on Vladimir, I'll heal up. Now, Graves wants to gank him, but I really don't see what I could do. But he's in a bad position. Now, IW, doesn't it? Yes, it gives movement speed. What I was trying to do was just get movement speed. I was trying to get movement speed from it. That's why I W'd. But what I really should have done is just, I should have charged on my E, flash on him for the slow, Q, then W. And if I did that, definitely would have managed to actually get the kill off on him. Because he was like, this deals up to 128 damage. Yeah, he was dead. He would have died from that. He only has, let's see, 25% damage reduction. That wouldn't have been enough. Nocturne gets a kill onto Darius. Unfortunate. But otherwise, I'm pretty much fine here. I have good vision. Nocturne's only level 4. He can't really gank me all that well. At least I don't think he can. And so it's just back to some simple farming. I'm pretty much going to stay pretty healthy, pretty topped off. Compared to the Graves right now. Run at him with my Q. Just for the pretend. While I know the minions aren't ready to be killed just yet. And just make sure I arrest him whenever I can. And hopefully not miss CS. Because wow, do I suck. Now, I'm constantly going back and forth here because, like, I'm looking for a Q on him. Just for some harassment. It doesn't cost me anything. It's just a cooldown. And even if he fights back, I kind of get a heal off of it. Well, I don't get the, if I Q him first and then he attacks, I don't get the heal. Not necessarily since I'm already full HP. So the heal is kind of worthless. But, because I have bone plating, I know I can do pretty well against him. So I get my empowered auto in there, but I missed 2 minions for that, which is really bad. Walk through his Q, why not? And fuck up the minion auto. Fuck up the minions. So I see this going on, so I decide I'm going to teleport into it. Nocturne doesn't have flash, I know this, so it's a free, easy kill. Wait for his thing to fall down, and then I wait for his spell shield to go down before I use my E. Now Yone, for some reason, thinks that he should still stay in lane, and this time I flash, charge up my E, flash, and just jump underneath him. He can't survive, and he knows he's not going to survive. Empowered Q, and that's a kill for me. And that's a kill for me. So I'm sticking around here because Pantheon might have been on the way, but he's not. So I just move my happy little ass back to top lane, since I basically use everything for that. Oh wait, no. I tell Darius. Yeah, I tell Darius to go and to go defend this to get the experience and gold, since I do have to back. Like, it would just be bad if I don't back. Now, he takes a little bit of damage, but he's leaving anyway, so it's not really going to matter. Don't know why he backed here, because he's just going to, you know, get Graves queued in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, don't know why he backed there. It's just wasting his time. But honestly, whatever. So, I have my Hextech alternator, so I'm really going to do some extra damage. Luckily, I deal enough damage to the minions. Not really. I did enough damage to that minion. And with the help of the minions autoing that down, I could also get that one. Hip, hip, a hooray. So I'm just checking to see maybe if he stuck around, because he might have been backing in the bush. I don't really know. Just, you know, potentially seeing if I could. So I'm slightly down in farm, basically because, you know, I left lane for a while and didn't really pick up any CS off of that. And then I lost minions to tower as well. But it's not the end of the world, because I have a kill and I have an assist. So, you know, that's pretty good. Probably should have used my Q there, but I didn't mind letting it run down. Kind of like the idea of the wave building up a little bit. Not that Graves is going to be any stranger to clearing. If I can get that Ian, I'm gonna get that Ian. Come to me. I want that suck. I want to get that suck off. So I sit. Oh, Nocturne ults. I sit back just a little bit and just wait a few seconds, because I already saw what was happening here and like kind of what happened there. So I was figuring like, he's probably going like towards like mid or bot, like not really worrying about me. Which, so this is one, like if you're paying attention to the map, you can pretty much easily figure out where Nocturne's gonna go. Like if there's no action occurring, then he might be coming to you. Might be coming to you. But if there is action occurring, he's probably going towards the action. If you're a part of that action, well, sucks to suck. Wow. I just wanted to get off some more damage to him. I'm way more healthy than he is, since I can just keep sustaining off my Q over and over again. Big ol' heal from the empowered Q. Big ol' heal indeed. And I'm just making sure that, you know, what I want to do is kind of wait. If I can't kill him, then wait for my, yeah, if Diana wanted to come in, but, like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to be able to do anything. I don't have flash. So it's like I can't just, you know, E, flash, ult, Q, whatever. I can't do that. But, really, I'm kind of trying to build up my farm so, you know, I can hopefully, like, build items, like, finish Night Harvester kind of in one go. That's kind of just my plan. Because I can sustain oh so well, and I'm back to having a farm lead. Now, Graves has the Vamp Scepter. He's going to be going Gore Drinker, which is an interesting idea. Generally, I see Graves more so go, you know, Eclipse. It kind of just fits the playstyle. I missed the cannon. I suck ass. But it's fine. But it is fine. Okay, so going back, I definitely don't have that ready. But apparently, they have vision in the bush. How do I know? Because both of them hit me. So I'm like, okay, fine, sure, whatever. I guess I'll stick around. And, you know, he's not even coming after me. He's going after the Darius. And Darius, it manages to actually get the kill. Yep. I was surprised he got the kill. I thought he was for sure dead, but nope. Use my E to make sure I get it on him. I ult him to make sure that he's like, you know, a little bit more worried about continuing the all-in. Grab the minions and everything is fine. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the TP. Definitely can't afford the Night Harvester. I'd love to, but I'm just waiting for my TP at this point. Just seeing, you know, like stand in his way so that he can't, you know, auto the tower. Avoid his ultimate with my W. Super simple, super easy. And then I get flashed on. Like, okay, but that's fine. I get flashed on. But, you know, Diana was right there. Like, that's, I kept walking up because Diana was like, Diana was on the way. So I thought, you know what, I can make a play here. Like, I could heal a lot from my Q. But apparently he just, the flash auto was enough. I mean, yeah, it was enough. I just thought I had minions in my way. Which is kind of why I wasn't too worried. I figured, you know, I have minions. Why not? Everything's fine. So that's good for Diana, though, to get a kill. She's way behind in this lane. She needs whatever advantage she could take. But I have Night Harvester now. And with the wave and the state of the wave, I don't really feel like I need the TP for it. Like, I lose a wave, but honestly, it's not a big deal. It's not that big of a deal. So now in this lane that I have never, ever warded in once, I get ganked by a Nocturne. I try flashing away, but Nocturne just, his tether range is just so huge. It's so huge. Compared to flash range, you just can't escape it. Since I used my W, already not really gonna get much out of it, huh? So that's unfortunate. There's no way they can take the tower, especially with Darius coming in. Now, I was kind of hoping that Darius would, like, he doesn't have to fully engage on him, but I was hoping he would do a little bit more. But it's fine. But it's fine. I just TP in. And Nocturne doesn't have his ult right now, but I know he might still be near topside. So it's fine for me to just, you know, like, hold the minions right here. Not necessarily freeze. I'm still going to push it up. But, you know, just hold the minions right here. I can easily heal back up. Don't let any tower damage happen. I mean, like, one more push and that thing's basically down, but still. So, it's 1-2 in terms of my kill death. It's just not amazing. Not amazing at all. Then Graves just happens to still be here. I don't know why. I just go straight in on him. He doesn't have flash. I know he doesn't have flash. Even if he ults, so what? It was just a free kill. And I can hide in the minions so that his autos can't hit me. So, that was a weird interaction. Now, I kind of messed that up a little bit because I E'd, Q'd, and then ulted. When obviously I should ult, E, then Q. Since he was already like so close to me and in range. Things are happening down here. Varus doing work. Yone getting a kill, unfortunately. And Varus almost getting something, but Yone uses his ult to piece the fuck out, and Graves is TP'd on the bot side, thinking he could join in, but he just can't. Meanwhile, I'm just up here, hitting this tower, because, yeah, I know I can, especially now that Graves is gone. They get a shutdown on the Yone, which is nice, and this is just a free tower for me. I will take this any time of the day. Graves, however, doesn't get to take this tower since the, at least he shouldn't be able to take this tower, since the Varus is nearby. He's really trying very hard to get this. He has the celerity going off. He's just chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing. Diana, does she fight this? Nope, they just kind of come and gangbang. Pretty sure. And I'm paying attention to this because all that's going on top is I get greeted by, you know, their bot lane, and I'm thinking like maybe I could do something, but I'm just stunned forever. And I am now posing. That's interesting. I'm now posing. I thought I could fight them, which if I played it better, maybe. But no, Darius is trying to fight them, and just no. Just no. Like, I have my ult. My idea was, like, I would W the Panth stun, and then I could ult them both at the same time. But mistakes were made. Mistakes were indeed made. And so I decided, I'm going to go bot. Varus is already there, and this isn't a big wave to worry about. I'd rather deal with this just in case Yone decides to stick around. Instant clear the wave. Very nice, very nice. Now I'll just make a movement towards, you know, this Nocturne and this Grace. See what happens. So I know he's coming. I ult first. I E, I Q to make sure much damage happens as possible. But he gets away. But not before I pick on this Graves a little bit. Pick on him a little bit. Now, I remember what happened last time, so I'm not going to necessarily walk all the way up. But I would not be opposed to fighting them, because Diana's coming around for the flank. Not a good flank, but she tried. But Darius gets a nice flash E off. Nautilus misses his hook. The Varus dies. And the Pantheon is here now. Holding my E to make sure I can deal damage to the Pantheon. And at this point, not really too much to be done here. Yone is kind of dealing some damage to us, but no one's going to die. That's the important thing. No one is going to die. Ocean Drake is up soon, and I feel confident with my items. The Merle and Numbacon, definitely useful, because they're all basically building healing. Even Pantheon, they all have like some way of healing. Even, I imagine Lucian probably does. He probably has at least Legend Bloodline. It'd be weird if he didn't. So I'm just making sure I hold mid down. Put some vision up a little bit. See if I can get this Lucian to walk into the bush. But nope, he does not. And I only have a Diana with me, so I don't really want to fight all that much. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Diana's gonna go clear the wave. And the dragon is looking like a spicy thing for everyone to take. 15 seconds till it is up. And I see if I can catch someone on this bush. I see a Pantheon. I hit the Pantheon, but that's about it. Graves is up in top lane. Definitely not wanting to help his team out. And then I see a perfect time to 4-man ulti. I have to run away as fast as possible, only to die still. But it's fine, Diana gets a triple kill. It's a nice 4-man ulti. I don't do much with it, but it doesn't really matter. Diana gets the triple, and Yone can't really fight the Grave. Not the Graves, the Darius. So Yone flashes away, and I'm like, yo, there's a dragon here. We should probably be taking that. Bavaris gets a nice solo kill onto the Graves, even flashes the smoke screen, so he does get his autos blocked. But like, yo guys, can we get the dragon, please? My TP is ready. I am going in. Let's get this dragon. It's not even like we needed to wait around either. Like, as soon as we like got the triple kill, Diana and Darius could have already taken this. But that's not what happened. So Diana's off fighting and dying to the Yone. And I am doing my best to just distract them. Darius manages to get the Drake, and I just leave him to his fate. Like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm out. I don't want to deal with this shit. But you know what I will take? These chickens. They're my chickens now. No one can say anything about it. Take the chickens, go mid. So now we have 3 Drakes, and we're 1 away. 1 more, and it's Ocean Soul. Pretty good. Pretty good. So now the next thing to worry about is a potential Baron play. Dragon's not up for another 4 minutes, so we should be worried about, you know, Baron. We're down 4k gold because of that Yone, and technically the Nocturne too. Let's see. I am down in farm, but I'm up in kill participation, so I'm up in gold against the Graves. I have my Morello Nomicon completed. I have a plated Steel Cap. And a fight is now breaking out. The Varus gets jumped on. I can't see that he got jumped on, but he manages to survive. I figure it's best to just go after this. They think they can fight me. I prove them wrong. They cannot fight me. I have all the healing. Darius is now going off. And gets a triple kill. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very good. Now there's a Yone nearby, but honestly not too worried. I don't really think we can even take the dragon. I'm just fighting Yone because, you know, reasons. Just fighting the Yone, keep him distracted. I don't really feel like I'd be much. I mean, I would be help for the dragon, but, you know, I'd rather, you know, keep the mid wave under control. Keep track of this Yone. Let me see my cooldowns. Just break the ankles of this Yone a little bit, and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. We got the Baron, which is awesome. So now that we made that play, it's time to group up and like actually siege down a tower. Now that we have the Baron. Very important that we do that. My next item is Cosmic Drive. Like, obviously, I want that movement speed. We catch out the Pantheon. Just a simple catch. You know, he had no teammates nearby and was doing something. I don't really know. Disrespectful. Very much so. So I'm going to go bot to make sure, like, we have 2 pushing waves and we have 2 towers to take care of, and I don't want Graves pushing this wave up. With the Pantheon gone, it would be a 4v4 in mid lane. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, what I'm hoping. The Graves runs into the Graves and manages to stop him from actually going over the wall with the Z. And I make my way over because I thought he would need some help. But really, I'm not even all that necessary. I get a Q. That doesn't even count. I didn't even get an assist for it. So now I'm here. And guess who's also here? Just guess. That's right. It's Pantheon! He decided that he wanted to die. So, you know. Why not? He wanted to die, so we obliged. He wanted to die, so we obliged. My team decided, let's leave. Yep, good idea. Dragon's up soon. Dragon is up soon. I have another ability haste. Currently rocking. Don't know how much ability haste, because it's just not on the fucking play. It's not on low replay for some reason. Thanks, Riot. But you know what? Everything is fine. We'll get this ocean dragon, and then I'll just never die. Supposedly. I don't know. How much does this heal for? Restores 451 if he hits a champion, and 225 beyond each champion. So basically up to 1,000. And a little bit beyond that. Right now we're looking for a catch, looking for a pick. I'm just pushing this wave in, so you know, we can take this tower finally. Because that's kind of, you know, all that I feel is important at the very moment. I mean, yeah, I want them to take the dragon too. But you know what? Take the tower while we're at it. Create a little bit of double pressure. Waiting behind these wards to see if maybe somebody comes up, but nobody comes. And it's a free Drake. So, now we have Ocean Soul. Basically, what does that mean? That means I don't die. I just regenerate all my HP. How much HP? 336 HP over 4 seconds. Rather good. Rather good. Now, I do want to back, but I also kind of want to fight this Yone. Dodge him there. Ult him. Use my W. Dodge his ult. And I think I win that trade. But the trade's not over because he's back to full HP. Slow him down a little bit. Get the Q, get the E off. And we both basically just agree, yeah, no one's dying. No one is dying in this exchange, plus this Darius is terrorizing the Nocturne. Maybe Yone should go help with that. But since Yone decided, hey, I am not here anymore. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm going to go help my team. So I'm like, cool, I'll just keep pushing this wave. But now there's a fight going on. Not that I can see any of this going on. But apparently, this is what happened. Nocturne just dies. Pantheon has given up the will to live and is now in bot lane. I decide to back because I want to finish my cosmic drive. And then I decide, well, team looks like they're pretty much winning. And Pantheon's gone now. Why don't we just end the game? TP in. And what are they going to do? So I'm going to touch this tower if no one else will. And yeah, that's just the game. Better Vladimir game than my last one, I think. I ulted because my reaction was super delayed. Okay, leave me alone. Anyway, hopefully that was enjoyable to watch, listen to, whatever. I'll see you some other time. Bye.